Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Will Billy forgive Chelsea or move on? The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, are in a very bad spot in their relationship. Chelsea and Adam Newman's Mark Grossman one-night stand has just been revealed. Can Billy forgive Chelsea or will he just move on? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Bill instinctively knew something deep was going on between Adam and Chelsea. However, Chelsea and Adam continued to claim that nothing happened between them. Chelsea finally told the truth, although he didn't want to believe it. Now Billy needs to decide just how much Chelsea means to him. Billy and Chelsea have grown truly close since they have been back together. Billy didn't want to believe that Chelsea could cheat on him, but Billy has a unique understanding here. Will lost a child and he knows that pain. Chelsea was afraid of losing her son and she needed someone to lean on, even if it was Adam. Billy didn't hold anything back when he lashed out at Adam over this little indiscretion. After all, Billy probably blames Adam more than Chelsea. Chelsea has a mental condition. Chelsea is very worried about her son. Billy no doubt feels that Adam took advantage of her vulnerabilities. Is Billy right in assuming this was the case? Billy's confrontation with Adam was a distraction for a while. Unfortunately, Billy admitted that he was numb when Chelsea dropped this on him, and he didn't know how he would feel later on. Bill was very upset to learn that Chelsea had texted Adam to tell him Billy was on the way. Billy felt very betrayed by this. Chelsea wants Billy to forgive her and not hold what she has done against her. It isn't like Chelsea doesn't love Billy, that wasn't what this was about. However, this isn't the first time that Chelsea has ended up in Adam's arms while she was with Billy, and it probably won't be the last. How many times can Billy go through this until he can't do it anymore? Billy needs to decide if loving Chelsea is worth worrying that she is going to turn to Adam every time things get rough. Was this just a one-night stand, or is there lingering feelings between these two? Why does Chelsea seems to always end up in Adam's arms with another sob story for her actions? Will Chelsea and Billy ever get it right? Billy Abbott found himself pacing the dimly lit living room of his Abbott estate, his mind racing with thoughts that refused to settle. The weight of recent events bore down on him like a heavy shroud, and the question that had haunted him for days echoed in his mind. Could he ever truly forgive Chelsea Lawson, or was it time to close the chapter on their tumultuous relationship and move on? Chelsea had always been a complicated woman, and that was part of what had drawn Billy to her in the first place. She was unpredictable, fiercely independent, and had a spark in her that made her stand out in a town full of larger-than-life personalities. But with that spark came a darker side, one that had caused them both pain and heartache time and time again. The most recent betrayal cut the deepest. Chelsea had kept a devastating secret from Billy, one that had the potential to shatter the fragile peace he had worked so hard to build in his life. She had lied to him about the paternity of her child, Connor. For months, Billy had believed that Adam Newman, his arch-nemesis and Chelsea's former lover, was the father. But the truth had come out in the most painful way possible. Connor was Billy's son. The revelation had left Billy reeling. He felt like a fool for not seeing through Chelsea's lies sooner, for trusting her when she had given him every reason to doubt. But more than that, he was devastated by the thought of all the time he had missed with his son. Time that he could never get back. As Billy continued to pace, he thought back to the moment Chelsea had confessed the truth. She had been tearful, remorseful, and had begged for his forgiveness. She had explained that she had kept the secret out of fear. Fear of how Adam would react, fear of how Billy would handle the news, and fear of what it would mean for their future together. She had claimed that she was trying to protect everyone, but all Billy could see was the damage that had been done. Forgiveness. It was a word that felt foreign to Billy in this moment. How could he forgive Chelsea for something so monumental, so life-altering? Every time he looked at her, he saw the betrayal, the lies, and the lost moments with his son. It wasn't just about the secret she had kept, it was about the trust she had shattered. And yet there was a part of Billy that couldn't let go of the love he still felt for Chelsea. Despite everything, he knew that he cared for her deeply. They had shared some incredible moments of joy and passion that he couldn't easily forget. Chelsea had been there for him during some of his darkest times, had stood by his side when others had walked away. She had seen him at his worst, and had loved him anyway. But was that enough? Could love alone mend the cracks in their relationship, or had too much damage been done? Billy's thoughts were interrupted by the sound of footsteps behind him. He turned to see his sister, Ashley Abbott, standing in the doorway. Her expression was one of concern, and Billy knew that she had been watching him struggle with this decision for days. "Hey," she said softly, stepping into the room. "I thought I'd find you here. You've been avoiding everyone." Billy sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I'm just trying to figure things out, Ash. It's a lot to process." Ashley nodded, her eyes filled with understanding. "I can't imagine what you're going through, Billy. But I do know one thing: you have to make a decision. You can't keep torturing yourself like this." Billy slumped onto the couch, his energy suddenly drained. "I know, but it's not that simple. Chelsea, she lied to me about something so important. How do I just get past that?" Ashley sat down beside him, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder. "No one expects you to just get past it, Billy. What she did was wrong, and it's okay to be hurt and angry. But you have to ask yourself what you really want. Do you still love her? Can you see a future with her despite everything?" Billy looked down at his hands, his mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. "I don't know," he admitted. "Part of me does still love her. But another part of me can't stop thinking about all the lies, the deception. I don't know if I can ever trust her again." Ashley squeezed his shoulder gently. "Trust is a fragile thing, Billy. Once it's broken, it's hard to rebuild. But it's not impossible. If you truly believe that Chelsea regrets what she did, and if she's willing to work to earn your trust back, then maybe there's a chance for you too. But that's something only you can decide." Billy leaned back against the couch, staring up at the ceiling as if searching for answers in the shadows. "I wish it were that easy. I don't want to make the wrong choice." Ashley smiled softly, her voice gentle. "There are no guarantees in life, Billy. Every choice we make comes with risks. But you have to follow your heart, even if it leads you down a difficult path." Billy closed his eyes, letting Ashley's words sink in. She was right, of course. There were no easy answers, no clear path forward. He could choose to forgive Chelsea, to try and rebuild what they had lost, or he could walk away, move on, and leave the pain behind. But as he sat there, his thoughts slowly began to crystallize. He knew that he couldn't let fear guide his decision. He had to be honest with himself, with Chelsea, and with what he truly wanted. Finally, Billy opened his eyes and looked at Ashley, a sense of resolve settling over him. "I need to talk to Chelsea," he said, his voice steady. "I need to hear her out, see if there's a way forward for us." Ashley nodded, a small smile playing on her lips. "That's a good first step, Billy. Whatever you decide, just know that I'm here for you." Billy stood up, feeling a newfound determination. He still didn't have all the answers, but he knew what he needed to do. He would confront Chelsea, lay everything out on the table, and see if there was anything left worth salvaging. It wouldn't be easy, and it might not lead to the outcome he hoped for, but at least he would know that he had tried. As Billy walked toward the door, ready to face the uncertain future ahead, he couldn't help but feel a flicker of hope. Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance for forgiveness. And if there was, he was willing to take that chance, because in the end, love was worth fighting for even when it seemed impossible.